Good day, folks. Hope everyone's well. Sorry for a bit quickly. Just quick apologies to all the subscribers that I've got. It's about 250 now, I think. Yeah. I ain't actually had a chance to get a great deal up. There's been a lot going on, in obviously personal life and stuff like that. The short and cut is I've just not had enough time, and I found out a few things this year that are a bit shit, really. And I will explain as I go along. Hang on a second. Let me just pause you a sec. There we go. Let's try that. Not crackling anymore. Yeah. So first things first. I've apologised, have I? Yeah, I think I have. Sorry to all the subscribers. I will probably get back into full swing next year. Although I'm unsure what's going to happen next year. So this year, it went pretty well. It died a death on the fencing lock mid-season, which I'm pleased about, not getting rid of any, well, I say any, all of the gardening, because I was very tempted to get rid of all my gardening jobs, just to concentrate on fencing. I'm glad I didn't, and there was a reason why I didn't, and that was because the fencing died a death for about 3, maybe 4 months. It took a bit of time to get back into it, and I've done a fair few jobs just recently. But there we go. That's business for you, isn't it? I can't say it's been a bad year. It's just not been a year that I wanted or I was expecting it to go, because the end of last year, beginning of this year, I was absolutely stacked out, and that was the reason why I was going to get rid of gardening, sorry, and carry on with the fencing. But there we go. I've just basically done more garden clearances this year. I got in with well, I say I got in with them. They just phoned me up and gave me quite a bit of work, which was an estate agent. Very reluctant to work for estate agencies. I've done it in the past. They're just a pain in the arse, to be honest. And half the time it's just not worth it. So this year, and all, it's been all right. It's been good. Not been any trouble. The work's been coming in, not as thick and fast as I'd like it, but you know, you can't have it always, can you? There is a couple of reasons why. I can't really pin it on that, really. It's just my view of why this year probably didn't go as well as maybe last year, or the way I wanted it to go. One, when I looked at my advertising, or the place I advertised with, which was Yale.com, not again. When I first started 4 years ago, there was 3 of us in a 5-mile radius doing the same job. Now there are 8 in a 3-mile radius, and that is just literally in our local area. There's obviously more further around, but that's just you know what I mean. Just to rein it in, just to, you know. And some of the prices people are literally doing things for. I understand that when you want to get the jobs. I mean, when I first started this job, I would take anything and do it for pretty much any price. I'd have a price in the head and I'd always get nothing back for it. And you learn pretty quick that you pretty much end up working for now or not even breaking even. So why would you do something that is not even going to make you money? So just to take an example, I tend to make gates and stuff like that in the winter. I had a look the other day just to see if anybody was advertising any gates or anything like that, and see what the prices are. See if you basically need to know what everybody else is selling for. I know that if I went to my local supplier, the starter, I think, of about 55, I think it was 55. I've got 45 in my head, but I think it's 55 for a 6x3 Feveridge board gate, basically. So I know I roughly sell mine roughly about the same sort of price. And look the other day online, just having a go see if everybody else what they're doing, and there was a guy on there. You know, they're pretty good gates, I've got to admit. I mean, you know what? They've obviously got a decent workshop where they can get everything right, and they were selling them for 15 quid each. It's like, I don't get you. The wood, even if you bought a pallet of Feveridge boards, they are still costing you, I think it was 76 pence a board. So, you know, it doesn't take long before you add all the other pieces of wood into it before it's even cost you 15 quid. Secondly, this year, my heart's really, don't get me wrong, I still do a decent job, but my heart hasn't been in it whatsoever, really. I don't know. What can you do? I was always told, if you stopped enjoying something, don't do it. Or if you lose the passion, don't do it. And I've certainly lost it, unfortunately. There's been a couple of reasons why. The first one is I've been struggling. I've been struggling for 2 years, but this year it got that bad that I actually went to the doctors. I haven't been to the doctors for about 3 years. And they were surprised to see me. I even had to get put back on the books. I haven't been there that long. I've found out that I've got arthritis in my hands, osteoarthritis in my knuckles and in my hands, and carpal tunnel. So all the pains and stuff that I've been having. I mean, I've been doing this job for long enough, and I know what a decent day's work feels like at the end of the day. But when there's that extra pain, you can't move your hands. It feels like, I don't know, when I was picking bulk bags up with rubbish in it to put on the back of the van, it was like somebody got like either a knife, maybe a hypodermic needle, and stabbed every single joint all the time, and it was just horrific. You know, so I've got to get that sorted out. That's the end of my troubles. So going every day, and it's just like, I've just not had it. I just didn't want to do it, basically. So I think that may have had another knock-on effect, as well as people selling shit for free, basically. My dad's been having problems, been in and out of hospital, so I've been having to take him back and forth, and just for me to get to him, it's a 45-minute journey. So we go to either hospital, it's an hour and a half, 2-hour round trip, and you're at the hospital, so you can see where it's going. You know, by the time you've done something like that, your best part of the day's gone, basically. So that's another reason why I hadn't had a chance to have videos. I'm having a bloody time. What else is I've done this video about 8 times now, I think, and I'm going to put this one up because I've got to get something out there. I have done some videos on. I've done a video on the review of the Honda, not the Hater. Still not quite happy with it. I'm going to getting too picky, I think, for myself. If I did a video of all the bloopers and all the things that I think I've done wrong, I'll probably make a decent video. It'd make it laugh. But I deleted them because it's just horrific, I think. So yeah, where do we go next? I am setting myself up to do a different job, and it is something totally different. I don't know why I chose to do this. It was just one of them things. I was thinking, what can I do that I wouldn't say is easy to get into, but I can do it anyway. So that is, I've been setting myself up to take my LGV driving test, basically. So I've been and got the forms for provisional and my medical, got them done, got them passed, got them all back. I've now booked for the 2nd and the 7th of January my theory and hazard perception for those. And then after that I can start driving, pick a driving school and start going. Now, I'm not saying that I'm literally just going to drop this business, because I on the whole I do enjoy it when I get back, and it's good money sometimes, you know. Business is a business. Some days you come home, you're rich, and the next day you're on the breadline. It's never straightforward, and that's another reason why I want to do an employed job. I know I'm going to have to work longer hours for less money, but I just think a regular wage for me is better, unfortunately. But yeah, that's what I've been up to. I've been swatting up on all my, you know, road signs, all the things that you need to know for driving a wagon and all that sort of stuff. It's not that much different to a car. It's just obviously stopping distances are longer, you know, height restrictions, all that sort of stuff in the lines and stuff like that. But yeah, I hope everyone's well, by the way. I've seen some pretty good videos. But I've just not had a chance to do it myself, unfortunately. I did only start this really as a bit of fun. I've never actually liked being in front of a camera, funny enough. All my life, I hate photographs being taken. I still do. But this has helped me a little bit. And I hope to get back at it, really. So I'm going to stop waffling, because it's nearly 10 minutes. I've said what I needed to say. So I'll get off. I'll get some videos up, because I'm still working this week. Although Monday, Tuesday, which it is today, I've not worked. I've just been sorting some bits out. I'm on my way to a customer's house to sort out some work for over winter, January time. And we'll go from there. But we'll soon see. See you guys later. Cheers.